The Eakin Philanthropy Award recognizes visionary financial and material contributions to the Fairfax County Park System. It is named in honor of the Eakin family, donors of the first parcels of parkland to the Park Authority more than 50 years ago.
The Eakin Trust is monies that were set aside in 1966 with initial contribution of $50,000, and then over the years additional monies were added to the trust.
The origin came from after the donation of the park and the realization that besides the donation of land, in order to actually fulfill its promise in future, additional cash would be helpful to assist with the Park Authority in fulfilling the dreams.
The shelter that we see behind us just actually closed out of the books from the Park Authority, and it's a great example of the continuation of the Eakin Family Trust. So when you see this was a collaborative effort. It was monies that came out of the Eakin Trust, as well as you had the Fairfax County Park Foundation. The Park Authority also contributed, and then we also used the Massenbrook grant. And so a combination of all those factors came together to put together the shelter that you see behind us.
My grandfather, Leroy Eakin Sr., really enjoyed nature, and after developing Pine Ridge, Mantua, saw all this beautiful land and really thought it should belong to the community. The opportunity to put recreational facilities, nature walks through it was all part of forward thinking and part of his legacy.
And it's great to add that the land that we stand on is a part of over 300 contiguous acres of land. So the initial first park contribution was 15 acres. And then from there over time, they all got connected and additional properties were added. So it's important, as Richard said, that the legacy continues. The community gets to use it, and then we can add amenities that increase the community coming together just to enjoy the nature, just like our family has.
The Lazar Family Fund is our way of giving back to Fairfax County. I moved to the area when I was 5 years old, grew up in Fairfax, left for a while, came back, and now we have our own family here, so we want to do what we can to preserve the parks and make a difference locally in Fairfax County.
It was also sort of a way to honor my mother-in-law, his mother, who passed away. She was a big advocate for the environment and had done a lot of work in the areas that she lived in Rappahannock County and other places for the environment. And so by putting it under the Lazar name, it was to honor her as well. The Lazar Family Fund is set up to help the natural resources part of the park. And so this fund will be used so that they can reach in and get more money if a grant runs out on a program that they're working on. Some of the things that they'll do would be to, say, restore a land, and they get about 75% of the way through when the grant runs out, and then at the current time, they're not able to continue that restoration. So the idea is to have a pocket that they can reach into to get funds out so they can finish that restoration and turn it into parks.
We are giving $3,000 a month, so $36,000 a year over at least a 10-year period, and then potentially more than that. So we wanted to make sure that it was a large enough time span so that the money could be used for more long-term projects as needed.
We're hoping other people will donate to the fund. It's open and available for people to donate to so that we can get other people involved in helping out the natural resources part.
Well, we weren't expecting to get any kind of honor. We were doing this just because we thought it sounded like a good idea, but we do appreciate that the honor to us means that Fairfax County sees this as an important thing, and hopefully that others will then see that as something that they may be able to do, something either contributing to our fund or contributing in their own way.
is Jack Pitzer. I'm president of the Friends Group here at Frying Pan Farm Park, and we have a robust organization to provide support and advocacy and encouragement to the staff, the Park Authority staff that work here, and to the thousands of people that come here each week, every day in fact, to see and experience and touch and feel and smell and buy and all the things that they can do here. We do a lot of things that the county park authority can't do, such as get the veterinarians here in emergencies if the animals were needing some care. Like when the spring rains came and we couldn't get very much hay and pasture, we raised money to get more hay so we could feed the cattle and the sheep and the animals here. The Friends Group helps support both financially and with the support of hours at work and volunteer time. We had a fundraising drive to get a new heifer from Virginia Tech to add a better quality bloodline to our beef cattle herd, small but it is a herd. And so those are the kinds of things that we can do. Well, I think we're proud of the fact that we support the park. We all really believe a lot in the stories that we have to tell here, the history, the agriculture, the youth opportunities. We certainly have a strong equestrian operation here where we attract people with horses and people who love the equestrian side of things. And so that facility is great. We have a 150-year-old schoolhouse on the property. There's lots of stories to tell here at the park.